Virtual summits are the most powerful online marketing tool available to grow your list, launch your platform, make more money, and create an impact in the world, even if you're just getting started. If you are ready to take your summit to the next level, then tune into the Virtual Summit Podcast with Dr. Mark T. Wade.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mark T. Wade, founder of Virtual Summit Software and creator of the One Day Summit Formula. And I'm on a mission to help you, the summit host, get your summit out to the world in a powerful and impactful way. So let's get started. We did it! 100 episodes celebrated today, plus a special no holds bar look into our summits doomed or going to boom in 2020. Get a look back at 2019 and my predictions on what are going to happen in the year to come. Hold on tight because it's going to feel like a rocket ship. Hey there, it's Dr. Mark T. Wade, founder of Virtual Summit Software and your host here on the Virtual Summit Podcast. I am so excited today for multiple reasons. I mean, multiple reasons. This episode is a milestone, a historic moment in our journey over here at Virtual Summits and Viral Summits. This is something super special to us, and I've got a lot of great information I want to tell you about today. But first off, I want to make sure you know this is episode 100, so you can check out the show notes over at podcast.virtualsummits.com/100. We're in the 3 digits now. I mean, this is crazy. Also, be sure to check out our resources area over at virtualsummits.com, the resource area. It's got all kinds of amazing freebies from our Summitologies Foundation training, One Day Summit Formula information. It's got access to our Interview Like a Pro. And then, of course, you know, the famed Summit scripts, which is super powerful, super excited about that. So let's jump into it. We've got a pretty amazing episode lined up today that I want to share with you. So can you believe it? First off, we are now at 100 episodes of the Virtual Summit Podcast. Honestly, this is incredible. Most podcasts don't make it past 20 episodes before they pod fade. We're at 100 and going strong and have even more great things to come on the podcast next year. As I was sitting here looking through all the amazing hosts, coaches, consultants, sponsors, and marketers we've had on this podcast, I'm just blown away. It's one of my proudest things that I've created to date. So I wanted to add this special edition episode because we have some important details to talk about. Are summits doomed in 2020? What's going to happen? How can you be different? And my predictions for the best summit to run in 2020. But first, I absolutely want to say thank you. Thank you. We just hit 100 episodes here on the Virtual Summit Podcast, and it's incredible. I've gotten so many emails and messages from so many of you telling me that you enjoyed the episode, that you enjoy our podcast, that you're binging out on these episodes. Each one of those messages that I've got, I read them personally, and they mean the world to me. And I even remember one specifically, Sean Davis. Recently, he says he falls asleep at night with the podcast and listening to it and how it's helped him take that next step in his business. You know, I've also as well learned so much from this podcast and interviewing such amazing and inspiring entrepreneurs in the summit world. So this has been something very valuable, very important to me, and it means a lot to me to hear that from you as well. So I truly want to say thank you. We have over 5,000 downloads every month, and it just truly makes me so happy to hear from you about how the podcast has made a difference in your summit and your lives. So now I want to talk about a couple things on today's episode. I want to recap some big things from 2019, what's happened, what's changed, and what's been created. But I also want to talk about what I believe 2020 is going to be the best year yet for virtual summits, and why we'll be seeing even more summits, and why you should definitely be planning to host one. I also want to share with you what I believe will be the biggest changes that need to happen to summits and how you can ensure your summits will be the best. So I'm also going to give my prediction on what I believe will be the most powerful type of summits to host in 2020. So first, I have one small favor to ask. Something that would really, truly mean the world to me is if you take 1 minute right now and just leave a 5-star review on this podcast. My team and I, we read every single one of them. And it's one of the biggest things that gets us excited and stoked to keep going on this podcast. So please, please, please take 1 minute right now. just go over, leave a 5-star review, and it would mean a lot to me if you would do that. So thank you in advance for that. We've done the unthinkable. We've convinced 35 of the most successful summit hosts, coaches, and consultants to give you their prized possession, their summit email copy. Get more information at summitscripts.com. Okay, now let's start off with a quick recap of 2019. What's happened? What was created? Quick overview of all the amazing summit resources that are available for you summit hosts. Let's start off with the biggest thing to hit the summit world, which was and is the virtual summit software, right? It is the first software ever created for hosting a summit and now makes it quicker and easier than ever to host a summit. But thanks to so many of you who've hosted your summits through the software, we've had over 600 summits hosted on this platform, and giving us your feedback and features requested, we've had a few huge things happen this year with the software. First off, we created the speaker platform where you can now go and register separately as a speaker, create a speaker profile, and share that with summit hosts. All your speaker assets are there and easily located to share and add to your summits you speak on. Then we launched the Summit Page Builder, which is the only 100% customizable page builder for summits, allowing you to still have the speed and simplicity of the Summit software while being able to completely customize your summit pages. This was a game changer for summits. Then the new custom email templates inside the software were another huge fan favorite for summit hosts. And now the brand new Summit Affiliate Manager platform, which allows you to manage your speakers and track clicks, leads, and sales, has made Virtual Summit software a complete all-in-one platform and the most powerful summit software available. On the education side and program side this year, we saw some amazing new programs come to life. The Summit Story concept, along with the Summit Storyboard template, has truly allowed summit hosts to create binge-worthy summits. So no more boring summits. In my opinion, one of the most important programs that was released this year was our Interview with Impact program. We've seen over 500 summit hosts go through this professional interview training, and just seeing all the interviews now using the perfect intro framework has helped increase engagement on summit interviews dramatically. Plus, so many summit speakers are now recognizing those summit hosts who've had that training and given a lot of incredible feedback to all of you currently implementing that. So congratulations to all of you. Lastly, and probably the biggest game changer to the summit world, was Summit Scripts. The ability to access and use the most successful summit hosts, coaches, and consultants' actual summit email copy has literally made the worst part of summits a non-issue now. Never hire a copywriter, never start from scratch again. And this has been probably one of my favorite things that I've created this year. Of course, the One Day Summit Formula training program has become more popular than ever. What was once non-existent a few years ago has now become one of the most popular types of summits in 2019. And I see that trend increasing in 2020. So many amazing resources available for summit hosts that were not there a year ago. This ensures that summit hosts can create a powerful summit and get their message out to the world. Each of those programs came out of feedback from so many of you letting us know what you need and want. So thank you for your feedback. You can find all of those programs in the resource area over at virtualsummits.com. So now let's talk some shop, okay? My prediction is that 2020 will become the year of summits. I truly believe we will see more summits happen next year than we've ever seen before in history, and I believe it's a good thing. Now, I'll give some insights here shortly on how you need to evolve your summits so you don't get drowned out in the noise in a moment. Also, this is another reason why I think it's so important not to wait on your summit. If you don't host it, someone else most likely will. And if you can be the first in your niche or industry to host a summit, you can and will become the authority with that. So don't wait. Start planning your summit right now. So here's why I believe 2020 will be the year of the summit. First and foremost, technology. Thanks to Virtual Summit software, now it's easier than ever to host a summit. What was not possible for those just getting started or who didn't have any tech skill or resources to hire someone or time to put it all together, well, that's now a non-issue. Summits are going to increase and flourish, and Virtual Summit software is going to be the platform supporting them. Additionally, in 2020, it's going to be more important than ever to position yourself as an expert. You need to have something that gives you authority, credibility, and influence. There are so many people coming into the marketplace in the online business world that you have to stand out, be seen, be heard, be viewed, and be seen and known as the expert. So we all know that this is exactly what a summit does. Being able to say you are the host of blank summit is going to become a big thing. Next is failing trends. Okay, dun 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 dun. We're seeing launches dramatically decrease in effectiveness across the board. Like they just don't work like they used to. Doesn't matter industry, niche, experience level. They take so much time, so many resources, and essentially tap into everything you have for the year, and now they're not performing. So we need to find a better way of getting in front of our audiences. We are also seeing decreasing conversions on course sales in the online business world, which means you can't just sell something to people anymore. You must take the time and the energy to build a relationship first. A summit satisfies this and increases interest and excitement around that topic.
Be sure to check out the speaker management tool inside your Virtual Summit software, which lets you quickly and easily recruit and manage your speakers on your Virtual Summit, literally eliminating hundreds of hours of work. Get more information at virtualsummits.com.
Probably the biggest reason I believe 2020 will be the year of the summit is for what I believe is the most powerful outcome of a summit. It's building strategic partnerships. Your ability to connect with and build relationships with someone who you would otherwise have no way or reason to reach out to is now going to be solved with a summit. I have more on this here in just a minute. Additionally, content creation. We can't all be Gary Vee with our D-Rock following us around creating tons of content nonstop. But you can host 1 to 2 summits and have enough valuable content to be on all platforms at all times. So I believe we're going to see people start using summits, not just to build an audience or relationships, but to be able to quickly and easily create an entire year of great content in one go. We're going to see those summit sessions repurposed as audio for podcasts, text for blogs, videos on YouTube, and clips being taken as daily social media posts. There really isn't a better way than a summit to create an entire year worth of content in one shot. And if you do your summit specifically on your unique expert position, it's constantly building your brand and building your audience as well. Also, the one-day summit. It's changed the game, right? As I started teaching this technique, which I've used for years, we've seen more influencers and big brands like Meet Edgar and AWeber all adopt this strategy to create valuable content for their audiences and stay relevant. It overcomes the biggest hurdle we face, which is decreasing attention spans, and lets you get specific and targeted with your messaging, and it generates truly qualified and engaged fans. Look, to see the one-day summit continue to grow and really expand, I plan that you should see this. Like, it's going to grow and it's going to keep expanding. Okay, the one-day summit is here to stay. I also believe we'll start to see variations of this come to life as well. And more on that in a minute. Last reason I am so confident that 2020 will be the year of the summit is because of the incredible increase in people teaching and coaching on virtual summits. We're also seeing more agencies adopt summits as one of their services for clients. Summits aren't going anywhere. They aren't dying or going away. On the contrary, they're going to explode next year and each year after. The question is, are you going to be the first to market or the second or third summit in your niche? It's time to kick that summit into overdrive. Now, some negatives, okay? Not all good, not all roses here. What we're seeing overall in the summit world because of this increase in summits, let's talk about that. We're seeing a lot of poorly run summits. We are seeing we are seeing summits being thrown together haphazardly. We're seeing people who haven't taken the time to create a quality summit. We are also seeing a lot of unprofessional and boring interviews. These interviews are essentially not well thought out, 10-question clones of the things that already exist. We're seeing hosts using summits as a dirty tactic to grab their speakers list. We're seeing many speakers start to get a bad taste in their mouth about summits as they feel like they're being used. We are also seeing an increase in speakers not promoting the summit as they had originally agreed to. All of this is leading to less performing summits, meaning lower turnouts and audience generating summits. You know, I'm always going to shoot you straight and be honest with you. So I'm not going to sugarcoat this or hide it or run away from it. This is the reality. This is also why we've created so many of these resources I've already mentioned to overcome and improve and be better so that your summit will perform. And there are still so many amazing summits out there crushing it, okay? I'm not saying summits aren't working. There's just a lot of poorly run summits. But there were, the opposite. Like they're doing the things, the ones that are crushing are doing the opposite of what I just mentioned. They are well thought out, well run, highly curated and performed. They're also unique and niche, doing something different than all other summits in their industry. So now what needs to happen in 2020 when you go to host a summit? Okay, let's chat about that. You need to put some thought into it. Okay, first and foremost, you need to take the time into what you're creating. Put the time in there. You need to do what's not easy. If everyone else is doing the same easy, simple stuff, you need to be different and go over the top. You need to be specific and incorporate something important into your summit. You need to be creative and let your personality shine. You also need to focus on something that matters to you, something that you're proud of and happy to create regardless of the outcome. You also need to focus on relationships. I'll get in this more in a moment, but specifically here, you need to build relationships with people you want on your summit. Having speakers promote is going to be more based on relationships you have with them before the summit. They're going to promote because they believe in you and want to support you, not because they're speaking on your summit or speaking on a summit. If we do these items and these following suggestions, your summit will be successful. So how will you focus on your summit in 2020? How should you focus on it? Is first and foremost, don't be a list grabber and don't follow any type of list grabber strategies. That increase in summit coaches is causing an increase in these list grabber strategies. This will only damage your reputation with what could have been speakers and partners. Don't do it. You need to be okay with your summit creating less leads. Okay, this is the next thing. You need to be okay with your summit creating less leads. The way you be okay with it is you change your focus. The number one reason to host your summit is not to generate a list. That is a benefit when you do generate an audience, but you need to focus on your summit as creating a resource for your community, your current audience, and your future audience. We need to start focusing on summits for two primary reasons. The most important is for the relationships. This is by far the most important reason to host a summit in 2020. Create a relationship with partners that can support you in the future. Build relationships with them to partner on future programs. And this is so valuable. If you start looking at your summit from this aspect and creating your strategies to improve and increase those relationships, you will garnish so much success in your business. That needs to be your primary focus. It's definitely our focus. It's what any great business has and needs. Relationships with partners who will support and collaborate with them. Also, you need to focus on your summit as a reusable resource. With the EverSummit feature in the Virtual Summit software, which lets you rerun your summits as if it's live, ongoing forever, you need to focus on how to reuse your summit once it's over. Create a relaunch plan, a legacy plan to reuse your summit ongoing. Incorporate it into your resources and automated sequences. No more one and done summits. Think long-term, think reusable. Also, I already mentioned, think of it as content creation and relationship building. Abandon the list builder mindset and strategies. Focus on your speakers and creating a wow experience for them. And the speaker follow-up and relationship after the summit. That's so important. Then create different types of summits. Don't just do a multi-day summit. Create a one-day summit, live summit, summit series, which we'll talk more about in a minute. Also, when creating your summit, it's time to make better summits. You have to incorporate a summit story and theme into your summit. It has to become fun and entertaining. Focus on edutainment style summits, not just boring, overdone interviews. There also needs to be a focus on engagement. Add a summit action arc into your summit that creates community and involvement. Move away from the passive style summits into the active style summits where your audience gets to have involvement and participation. Those are my top takeaways from 2019 and what I believe will be the most important for 2020 in the summit space. Now, don't go anywhere, because before we wrap this up, I will tell you what I believe will be the most powerful type of summit to come in 2020. First, I want to also mention what we will be creating in 2020 to help ensure summits continue to flourish and provide incredible benefits for you. So our top focus for 2020 is to create a tight-knit, impactful community of summit hosts who have a message that they want to get out to the world. In the virtual world, this is becoming less and less, and in my opinion, is needed now more than ever. We need to have a place and a community, be with like-minded people who all care about making a difference in the world and in our businesses. That is why we created Summit Fest Live, which is the only live conference specifically designed for summit hosts. And it's in my favorite city in the entire world, New Orleans. So I want to officially invite you to come be with us at Summit Fest Live and join our summit space and have a tribe to call your own. You can get more insights into that over at summitfestlive.com. I truly, truly hope I'll see you there. Next, we're taking summits into our own hands, and we plan to lead by example. This is why we're launching Viral Summits, which is our done-for-you summit concierge service to help summit hosts create impactful and powerful summits.
With the Ever Summit feature inside the Virtual Summit software, you can rerun your summit as if it were live, ongoing forever with one click of a button. This now lets you continue to use your summit forever, bringing in qualified and engaged leads every month into your business. Get more information at virtualsummits.com.
We want to create summits that matter. We plan to lead by example and show how summits can be run correctly and make a difference in the world. Lastly, is we want to help improve the summit situation out there. There are a lot of summit coaches and agencies that don't really have the expertise or knowledge to be teaching or coaching. It's a part of the problem we're seeing with poorly run summits. So we will be releasing our Certified Virtual Summit Consultant program. This will serve two purposes. One, to let summit hosts know who they can trust and rely on to host an impactful summit. If they have that certification, you can rest assured that you will be in good hands. Secondly, is to help all summit coaches and agencies get the knowledge, tools, and resources to create great summits for their clients. If you're a coach or an agency interested in this, reach out to info@virtualsummits.com and let us know. We may be able to get you into our beta program and get you certified. Those are what we are committing to in 2020 to help raise the standards in the virtual summit industry and build a thriving community of amazing summit hosts. Also, coming in 2020, the Virtual Summit software will be creating some incredible new advancements. We'll be releasing our Summit Host and Speaker Matchmaker feature. It will allow hosts to find quality speakers to be on summits and speakers to get more speaking opportunities. If you are a speaker, you can head over right now to virtualsummits.com and sign up as a speaker, create your profile, and start getting matched with hosts coming soon in 2020. We will be releasing also version 2 of our Summit Page Builder, creating even better user experience, customization, and more powerful tools for you to use, including being able to share and download Summit themes to use on your own summits. Also, expect more features to be released with our Summit Affiliate Management platform, including engaging your speakers with a Summit contest and leaderboards. I'm super excited about that. Additionally, we'll be creating the ability for comments, gamification, speaker rankings, and completely mobile app for better user experience for attendees, an easier way for you as a summit host to manage your summits. Those are definitely not the only things coming. We have so many amazing things happening that we can't wait to share with you. The last thing I'll mention is probably the biggest game changer we'll see in 2020 in regards to summits and a platform. And that will be our SummitCast platform to host your summits. Think of a combination of iTunes, Amazon, and Netflix, except for virtual summits. It's going to be a game changer for sure. So stay tuned for that. So I'll wrap this episode with what I believe will be the most powerful type of summit to run in 2020 and beyond. And that's going to be a one-day summit series. I'll be releasing an entire podcast episode on this soon, but I just wanted to mention it here. We've been experimenting with this year, and my companies have found that they are by far the most beneficial way when it comes to all of the amazing benefits and improvements I've just mentioned in this episode. Being able to create an ongoing or even a limited summit series will give you the power of constant content creation, relationship building, authority, and positioning while building an engaged audience. Plus, it will help monetize and generate income as well. So plan to see more information and trainings on how to run these type of summit series coming soon. Now, I'm pretty confident that these will become a game changer for anyone who implements them. And remember, the spoils always go to those who jump in first. So get ready. And wow, that was a lot of information. I'm like literally on cloud 9 right now, just thinking about all this amazingness in the summit world going to happen next year. I hope you're as excited as I am. Get primed and ready because we're just scratching the surface over here. We're going to continue to deliver and serve you. As I've said at least a couple thousand times this year, I truly believe you have a message that the world needs to hear and an impact that you can create. If we can help you in any way get that message out to more people or create a bigger impact, then we're going to do it. We're in your corner. We are rooting for you. We want you to win, and we will continue to fight for you and your message. I'll just ask one more time. If you would, please do me a huge favor. Go leave us a 5-star review on the podcast. It really would mean a lot to me. I do read every single one of them, and it helps us help more people. So please take a moment now, leave us a 5-star review with a comment. And also, if you know someone who should be on the podcast in 2020, put them in touch with us. You can either email us at podcast@virtualsummits.com or have them reach out to us directly. We're always looking for great summit experts to feature on the podcast. Now, get ready because 2020 is going to be the best year ever. I thank you again for helping us get to episode 100 and to all the support you've given us this year. We're so fortunate to have an amazing tribe of summit hosts like you. I really hope I'll get to see you at Summit Fest Live and talk to you in person in New Orleans and hear your story. So that's it for now. So thanks again, and I'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for listening. Now don't forget to subscribe and leave a 5-star review on the Virtual Summit podcast. Head over to the show notes to check out all the links and resources from this episode, and be sure to grab your free trial of the Virtual Summit software.
Now, I want to end this episode by saying to all the Summit hosts listening right now, I believe in you, and you can do this. Summits are by far one of the most powerful ways to quickly grow your list, launch your platform, make more money, and most importantly, make an impact in the world, even if you're just getting started. So don't get caught up in analysis paralysis because the world needs to hear your message, and there are people who are waiting for you to help them. So just get started because imperfect action is always better than no action. Thank you, and see you on the next episode.